All right. I want to see if it's playoff time in Season 1 in Arizona. Trying to give this damn fan base a season that they deserve. Staying loyal and true to the Coyotes. We beat Utah again. And losing regulation to Colorado, right as I was going to point out that we hadn't yet. All right, boys. Keep winning games. Keep winning games. Beautiful. 34, 31, and 8. So for those that bet the over, congratulations. The winner is you. And let's see. We are currently 3 points out of the playoffs still, behind the Kings. It's going to be close. Columbus, 4-1 loss on the road, not great. Montreal, we've been outscored 7-1 over our last 2 games. Boston, 6-0 win. And Detroit, to round out March, 4-2 loss. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We are currently 5 points back of the Kings with 5 games left. I don't think we're going to make it. I don't think we're going to make it. Shit. What are we going to do? We're going to take out Luot-Storinen for Pacioretty. And I'm not too worried about Kaliev. Defensively, swap Fabro and Carrier. Gentlemen, you are running out of time. Also, I got 2 forwards playing defense in the AHL. It's beautiful. You'll love to see it. All offense, baby. All the time. The Yeti of Utah, who are very much on their way to the playoffs. They beat us for the first time this year. Philly. Oh my God, we are the Coyotes. Just in free fall at the worst possible time. We're going to miss out on the playoffs. Oh my sweet Christ. We finally win another game, but it's way too little too late. There will be no playoffs in our return season. We choked that away badly. 37-8 as the Yeti claim the top seed in the West. We finished 7th. That is, at least it's a 500 season. Yeah, but you could argue if ahead of time we knew it was going to be a 500 season, we probably would have just blown it up and not even tried. But, you know, it's okay. Yeah, Edmonton, Vancouver, Seattle, and LA making it out of the Pacific. And then the Metro, New Jersey, Carolina, New York. And out of the Atlantic, Toronto, Tampa, Buffalo, Boston, and Florida. Fair enough. LA without their captain. Yeah, I don't want to talk about how the Kings made the playoffs, even though we took away Anze Kopitar. I don't want to talk about that. I want to look at the goaltending, in which Dustin Wolf fell off a cliff in the back half of the season. Good to know. Swayman was still solid, but yeah, we didn't have a very good backup. Defensively, 186 penalty minutes for Jacob Middleton this year. He fought 22 times. Aha. How did Carrier do once we acquired him at the deadline? 7 points in 19 games. He was at least better defensively, but damn. Random guy, what's up? I'm doing well. How are you? It's kind of a mid defense, obviously DFD, but Marchessault, good offensively, not so great defensively. Kane, 13 points in 19 games since we acquired him. Showtime is dead. Velarde had a good year. Victor Arvidsson, 10 points in 19 games post-deadline. Kaliev at 32 points. Reeves with the 16. 85 penalty minutes for Reeves. Left wing side. Basically, whoever didn't want to fight Ryan Reeves fought Jacob Middleton instead. 75 points for Teuvo. Lafreniere. Good point total, not great defensively. How did Pacioretty do? Pacioretty had 2 points in 5 games. Okay. We just didn't have enough. Kopitar, 16 points in 19 games since being acquired at the trade deadline, but the boys just didn't have it. Damn. Let's see. Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl both on 104 points. You got Hughes, Marner, Aho up there. Top goal scorer looks to be Matthews. Yeah, 65 for Matthews. Nylander was in second with 46. Which Josh Doan had the most points. Yes. Defensively, Hedman and Makar both on 75. Quinn Hughes also up there. Montour, Adam Fox. And goalie-wise, 40 wins for Vasi. Stuart Skinner was up there. Shesterkin. Looks like anything approaching a 920 was pretty good. Demko had a great season. For the rookie race, 68 points for Leo Carlson. But Logan Cooley is going to win the Calder. He was a plus 32 to Carlson's minus 10. So Logan Cooley is going to win the Calder for the Yeti. And to answer the question, did Chicago not play Connor Bedard? Hey, Josh Doan. That's Josh Doan on Minnesota now. Did they not play Connor Bedard? Did they send him back to junior? Hold on here. Hold on a second. They sent Connor Bedard back to the Regina Pats. Tremendous. They said, you don't need to play. They sent Connor Bedard back to Regina, where as an 85 overall, he only put up 65 points in 53 games. This sim engine. Oh, this sim engine. Every time I'm like, I feel like playing NHL. I want to have fun on NHL. 85 overall, Connor Bedard had 65 points in 53 games for Regina. Can you imagine in real life if Connor Bedard played for the Regina Pats this year? Wow. Well, season one. Season one. Whew. Oh, season one. Minimum 200 points if you played in the dub this year. I can't help but agree. Can't help but agree. The good news is the Super Soakers won 47 games. They'll be taking on the Syracuse Crunch in the first round of the playoffs, so we'll follow along with the Soakers to see what they can do against Syracuse here. And the answer is they can do very well. They swept Syracuse in the first round. They did. The Toronto Marlies, the 51-win Marlies. Phil Kessel Got that dog in him. We finally lose a game. It's a 2-1 series lead for Toronto. Going to a decisive Game 5. And the Marlies have eliminated the Salt Lake City Super Soakers in 5 games in the second round. So both of our teams are out. I still can't believe the Sim made it put up 65 points as an 85. It's a fun time. I mean, again, I enjoy games like FHM. You know, FHM has some of its own issues as well. As the Boston Bruins win the Stanley Cup, never mind, this game's great. Best game ever. Best game ever. Yeah, who knows? You might see some 2K10 back before you know it. You just might. The Boston Bruins win the Stanley Cup in their centennial year, defeating the Vancouver Canucks in 7 games. I believe EA's playoff simulation also had the Bruins beating the Canucks. For the record, the Leafs swept the Panthers in round 1. That's what's blocked by the webcam. They're trolling you. Honestly, I don't even know what to make of this. The Yetis, by the way, were upset by the Kings in round 1. So shout out to the LA Kings. Apparently the biggest problem with the LA Kings is Anze Kopitar. EA Sim had Vancouver winning. Ah, well, there you go. There you go. What the hell, man? Pavel Zacha went off. 33 points in 27 games. That's fucking hilarious. Pavel Zacha goes off as the Bruins win the Stanley Cup in year 1 behind Linus Ullmark and back up Brandon Bussey. Because, of course, we took Swayman in the expansion draft. Tremendous. Bruins win the Cup after the Leafs won the President's Trophy. Connor McDavid wins his 4th straight Art Ross. The Hart goes to Leon Draisaitl, though. Norris to Victor Hedman. Lady Bing to Mitch Marner. Calder to Logan Cooley for the Utah Yeti. No surprise. Conn Smythe to Pavel Zacha. Vezina to Connor Ingram of the Utah Yeti. Ottinger won the Jennings. David Savard wins the Masterton. Seattle's head coach wins the Jack Adams, whereas in real life, Dave Haxtell was just fired. Anze Kopitar won the Selke. Damn right. We didn't make the playoffs, though. Draisaitl to Ted Lindsay. Austin Matthews the Rocket Richard. In the AHL, Nick Patan put up the most points. Josh Bailey was league MVP. Brett Murray scored the most goals. Maybe we should have taken him in the expansion draft. Marco Kasper was the top rookie. Brant Clark, top defenseman. Etu Makniemi was the top goaltender. And Josh Bailey was the MVP for the Calder Cup winning Chicago Wolves. Fair enough. Fair enough. So season 1, no playoffs for us. But that's okay. Would you agree if I said Fallout 4 is the best of the series? I have never played through a Fallout game in full, so I cannot have a proper opinion on said Fallout series. Sorry. In terms of the game, I hear people talk the most positively about. Still New Vegas. Again, Fallout 3 was where I first tried with the Fallout series. It didn't really capture my attention. So, yeah. That's all I can say at this point. I wish Bedard lost his X Factor. Honestly, we can check. We can check to see if he did face any consequences now that the season's over. I don't think he would have, though. The game probably still gives him credit for being, developing in the AHL. Yeah, like he's still got a full house. So that's insane that they put him in the minors. That is absolutely insane. But all right, draft lottery is next. We kept our first round pick. However, we do not win the lottery, but the Vegas Golden Knights sure did. Jesus Christ. I can't wait for the day that the Vegas Golden Knights get their first overall pick. I can't wait. Because even if they were the worst team of all time, people will still be like, it was fixed. Like, the salt's going to be unreal. So we have the 11th overall pick in this draft at the moment. We will probably see if we can do some maneuvering, given the players that we have on expiring deals, and just in general, we'll see if we can really do anything here. Goligoski's gone. Nick Bonino. Among others. Brian Elliott, Jonas Enroth. Both retire. Good song. Don't want it, though. All right. So to our first draft. The big question will be, are the Vegas Golden Knights willing to move that first overall pick? They are. So obviously, we got to do our due diligence and go talk to Vegas here. See if we have anything that can entice them for this first overall pick. And we don't. Again, I do prefer to still use the trade finder instead of manually doing anything with trades. So we won't be trading up with Vegas. But that does mean we have a couple minutes on the clock here to strip away some pieces. Again, we don't have a pick until the 4th round after this 11th overall selection because of the trade deadline. If we can move Dustin Wolf, we should. 3rd to 5th in Athanasiou, Donato, Nelson in 2/3, Ishikov a 2nd from St. Louis, and Nikita Alexandrov. I'm going to deal Dustin Wolf to St. Louis. Again, I don't think we need to do anything here. Congrats, Bedard. You were outscored by Ty Halliburton. It's pronounced Ty Halliburton, like the briefcase. I'm going to send Dustin Wolf to St. Louis. Again, I don't really like investing in goaltending in this game. Wolf wasn't particularly good anyway. His value is only going to drop. So we'll make that deal with the Blues. And even Jeremy Swayman, no trade offers found. We are going to have to sign him, which is a bit scary, but that's okay. Defensively, can I flip Kuznetsov for anything? Dano, a 3rd and a 4th. Freddie Goodrow, 2 seconds. Cody, probably not, because I don't care enough to be like, hey, this is dumb. I just don't care anymore. Couturier, Jared McCann, Larson, or Tom Wilson. Yeah, the deal for Jared McCann there might not be the worst. Again, Kuznetsov, he didn't develop at all. 19 years old, 72 medium elite. I mean, Jared McCann, you know what you're going to get with Jared McCann. I am going to take that deal because I think we can kind of fleece Seattle on this particular trade. I don't think Kuznetsov's going to develop. But Jared McCann and 2 mid-round picks next year, that's a good little deal for us. I'm willing to take that risk. So, welcome in Jared McCann. But yeah, I know there's been a lot of questions too about like, hey, what other type of franchise modes are you thinking of doing? You know, if I can't have fun with just a default thing, then I'm probably not going to have that much fun with Draft to Glory. I'm probably not going to have that much fun with like a rule-heavy thing. This is kind of my test run to be like, am I investing any time this spring and this summer in NHL 24? So we'll see how this goes. I'm not hating life at the moment, but man, there's already been some examples of like, what the fuck is this game doing? Which can obviously be fun. So Vegas with the first overall pick do take Macklin Celebrini, which is fucking hilarious that Vegas just ended up with him. You know what? I need to be an old man. Can't wait for some NCAA. We're going to be going back to some NCAA. I'm not done with baseball yet. Like, there's still plenty to do. And then obviously games like F1 are coming out, and honestly, F1 24 doesn't look like it's going to be that great. So I don't know. But yeah, here, let me just take a nice little screenshot of Macklin Celebrini going to Vegas. So Sin hates himself. Oh, the new NCAA. I mean, I'm certainly pumped for that. That's for sure. All right, what else can we do here? Defense. Thomas, we're obviously going to try to bring back. Jacob Middleton takes too many penalties. Flat out. So if we can flip him for something, we should. 38th overall pick from the Ducks. That's not bad. Shillington, the 45th. That's not bad either. Grushnikov. Tien Morin. That high second. Sin said, may you be eliminated in round 1 every season for causing me to see this fucking bullshit. Mission accomplished, chat. Mission accomplished. Nothing like trolling a Sharks fan with Vegas success. Oh, it was so worth it. Even with the coughs, that was so worth it. Did you tell him they jumped from 10 to 1? I didn't because I don't want him to kill me. You know, you gotta limit the trolling a little bit. Luke Tuck. Again, I like Jacob Middleton, but man, those penalties were a killer this past year. Didn't help us at all. Honestly, I think Easton Cowan, Cade Weber in a third. That's not bad. However, that initial pick of the Terrell Bauer's not that good though. That deal there, Cowan, Weber in a third for Middleton. Of course, the Leafs would love to add some grit, right? They'd love to. Cowan's really solid. Weber's not bad. Go ahead, Toronto. Add some grit with Jacob Middleton. Of course, Demidov is selected by Ottawa right as I was about to pull the trigger on that trade. But we'll help the Leafs continue to add some grit and some snot, as they love to say. Cowan, Weber, and a third for Jacob Middleton. You got a deal. You got a deal. If I can flip Dante Fabro, I might as well try. And it looks like I could, but probably not for much. Like Grushnikov. There's a medium 4 in Anthony Honka, but he's getting up there in age at this point. A lot of high 9s. 2nd and a 5th. Future 2nd round pick from... Another option there. I mean, Montreal's one to give up a decent prospect to get Fabro. I don't really trust Chase Stillman to be that good. Mikhail Abramov in the 48th. It's not too bad. Again, Fabro wasn't particularly great for us. We can get plenty of defensive defensemen that perform like he will for even cheaper. Yeah, I mean, we might as well just look to kind of move things around a bit here. So Kidney, Perreault, or Tuck. Any of the three will do. It's just who is the best of the bunch in that regard. And the answer is Perreault. So Jacob Perreault, 2/3 for Dante Fabro. We'll take that deal as well. What else can we do here? What else can we do? Alex Carrier. Might as well just hold on to his negotiating rights. Vlasic didn't really improve last year. Again, if there's the right deal, it's worth making. Just because younger defensemen just do not develop, and then you have to overpay to keep them anyway. Sean Barron's in a 3rd, Gulyayev in a 5th. That's not bad if either are a bit more offensively oriented. Gavrikov. And Shunov goes to the Sharks. Okay. All right. Is there anything else we can get for Vlasic then? Shilkin, Torgerson. Is there a good medium 6? 54 pick, and Bantel's not bad. Groshev was out there. 48th, and Robertson's not bad. I don't know how the hell Brian Dumoulin is listed as equal value. Unless you want to make the argument they're not sending equal value trades. Brennan Othman, or even Adam Sikora. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. We are going to take that deal. Adam Sikora in a 5th for Alex Vlasic. Again, Vlasic is a DFD. It's just DFDs really don't matter in this game, at least at a high-end level. Bernard Docker didn't do much developing last year either. We're just going to kind of keep making these moves that I tried to hold off on making, but then we didn't make the playoffs, so 54th pick in Ratu. Specific type of trade that I'm looking for here. And honestly, Chase Stillman, if they're offering a 5th with him, I'm going to have to look at him because I don't know how well he's set up right now. He might be pretty good. He shouldn't be that good, but he might be. Yeah, I have 1 for 1. All right, let's go look at Chase Stillman here really quickly just to know one way or another if he's worth anything in this reality. 73 at 21, that's not that bad. But it's also not great. Nashville's got less than a minute left on the timer as we are just tearing this defense down, baby. Colorado. Barons in a 5th or Gulyayev straight up. Gulyayev, 71 at 19, is an offense defenseman. I'm going to take that. Again, 2 ways, DFDs. It's just the impact that they have by actually playing defense is never that great. So we have totally obliterated our defense here. So we'll get ready for free agency. Dickinson goes 4th overall to Nashville. We're not going to be able to trade up any higher, really, except like 1 spot. 10th overall with the Islanders. Let's see if they are willing to move that pick. No. Fair enough. It was worth checking. So in terms of forwards, then, that we can also look to move on from, Marchessault's deal was up. I mean, we might as well just look to renegotiate. Velarde was fine. Arvidsson's deal is up. Can't get anything for him. Kane's deal was up. Can't get anything for him. Kessel, we won't be able to move. Zadina just has no goddamn value. And Lekiramaki's going nowhere. So, yeah, that's about it. That's about all we can look to do there. I mean, Asamont we might be able to flip for a little bit, but Zadina's worth apparently a medium 6 or even a medium 9. High 9, Jamison Reese. I mean, Reese isn't going to be that good, but I mean, I will take that potential trade value, though it's going to be pretty evened out. Chinnikov. Adam Edstrom's out there from the Rangers. It's not too bad. Kubalik in a 5th. We are going to go for that deal with the Rangers. We'll take on Adam Edstrom for Philip Zadina just to get something for him. Michael Asamont, is there anything of decent value? John Farinacci, Etienne Morin, and Oliver Shillington's not bad. Grushnikov straight up. It's just a, your run-of-the-mill third-line forward for a defensive prospect. That's really not that bad. A 5th-round pick in Matt Rempe. I mean, Matt Rempe is the type of player that I feel bad about taking away from the team that he starts on. Hi, Jack. I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there, thankfully. Fuck it. Let's level a little. Asamont for a 5th of Matt Rempe. Let's do it. The Rempire State Building comes to Arizona. Where he belongs, damn it. Can I get... Chicago's about to make this 5th pick. Lindstrom. It's About right. So we should actually be in the running for Tisha Ginla. Can I get anything for Demick? 5th and Shillington. Loviov, Kuznetsov. I'll take, honestly, a 5th and Shillington for this guy. That's not too bad. Then we can negotiate with Shillington. Can I get anything for Julian Gauthier? Trevor Kuntar, Quinn Olson. 7th round pick in Stolars. Max Sasson. We'll take Trevor Kuntar from the Bruins just to get another center into the mix. Do we have enough right wings? No. No, we do not, because we're about to lose a crap load of them to free agency. All right, I'd say we look good from there. Left wing side. Of course, we added Jared McCann. We already have Lafreniere and Lawton there, which is great. Luot-Storinen, because of that, becomes a little bit expendable. Lafreniere is still listed as a 3rd liner. That's a bit scary. Luot-Storinen. Farinacci in a 3rd. Farinacci in a 4th. Grushnikov in a 5th. Anybody with a really nice potential or a higher up draft pick to make this worth it. Real life. I mean, it'd be nice to see a Ginla go to Calgary, but I mean, it's not often you get, your Josh Stones going to, where his dad plays and stuff like that. So you should go to the LA Kings. Yes. Colorado Avalanche drafting Tisha Ginla, because his dad's an Avs legend and everything. Ooh, 2nd round pick for Luot-Storinen from Tampa. That's not bad. 2nd round pick in Archdeep Baines. I don't want to take Baines away from Vancouver. I mean, I'll take Matt Rempe, don't get me wrong, but we'll take that 2nd round pick from Tampa for Luot-Storinen. That's not too bad. Pizzetta's fine. Tavo's deal is up. I mean, I have a hunch we're going to lose him, so if I can get something for him, I should. We're not going to be able to get anybody too crazy, but even getting a draft pick for his rights would make sense. Berkeley Catton's on his way to Philadelphia. So yeah, it does make sense to move on from Tavo and then to bring him back if we can, but I need to get something for him. I mean, we'll take that 5th round pick from Columbus. That's fine. Gutic, if I can move Duro, who we just acquired. I can't. Can I get anything for Pacioretty? No, I cannot. I mean, we risked it. We knew we were going to be losing a lot of these veterans that we were picking up and not going to be able to, recoup anything for them. Kopitar has that extension that I honestly forgot about. Nobody wants him, so Kopitar's staying for the moment, which is interesting. Edstrom's not particularly good. 7th Punit. 4th round pick from LA. We'll do that. Dower Nilsson's not looking particularly good right now. 5th round pick from LA. Let's just recoup some assets here. Jenik. Yeah, there's not too much to get at this stage. All right. Well, we've pretty much pieced apart the team as best we can at the moment. Again, now we got quite a few 5th round picks as well to make up for the lack of a 2nd. So let's see. Anaheim take Cole Yzerman. Columbus at 8 take Siliev. Washington at 9 take good old Zeev. And then the Islanders at 10. I'm going to try one more time to see if they're willing to move that pick so that we can move up one. No. Okay. And the Islanders at 10. This game hates me. Like, it really does. This game hates me. Who's available at number 11? Shane Parekh, Konsta Helenius, Kartik Kemchuk, Liam Greentree, Adam Urasek. No confirmed abilities on Parekh or Helenius or Kemchuk. Parekh is probably the pick. Because we certainly need more defensive prospects than forward prospects. I do just want to see if we were to deal this pick, what the offers would be. Dickinson and 2/6. Philip Deneau, Tom. Yeah, we're making the pick. We are making the pick. So we won't get Tisha Ginla, but we will get Zane Parekh, which I'm good with. Little bit worried. Constant Helenius isn't too bad. Honestly, I don't even care. I'm going to let the AI choose. Who the hell's the AI going to pick? It took Parekh, which is fine. Let's see. Calgary. Helenius. Ottawa takes Kemchuk. Minnesota takes Adam Yarosek. St. Louis with Greentree. San Jose take Brandseg Nygaard. Montreal with the most French of them all, Sasha Boisvert. LA at 18 take Connolly. Winnipeg, are you willing to deal that pick? No. As the Jets take Chernyshov. Seattle with Artemanov. Philadelphia, will you take Antonov? No, you'll take Bennett Sinecki. Buffalo, Michael Hague, the Haggy. New York, are you willing to trade that pick? No, I could knock it back into the first round. They take Andrew Basha. Carolina at 24. Take Charlie Elick. As we have Dallas, Edmonton, and Utah up next. Dallas, are you willing to trade the pick? Richie Cowan in a third. Gauthier Cowan in a third. No. Edmonton. Nope. And what about the Utah Yetis? No, not willing to trade the pick. Okay, so we're not moving up. Dallas takes Emil Hemming. Edmonton with Sheravine. And Utah take... Is that Charlie Hudson? Cole Hudson. That's right, not Charlie. We got New Jersey, Toronto, Colorado. New Jersey, Toronto, and Colorado. Anybody willing to move here? New Jersey, no. Toronto. No. Colorado. No. Son of a bitch. Well, that's pretty much it for us getting back into the first round. Skahan. Alexander Zetterberg. Colorado takes Henry Muse. Chicago takes Aaron Kiviharu. We got Vancouver. Last chance to move back into the first round. Vancouver says no. And then, of course, the Bruins won the Stanley Cup, but Detroit has their pick. And they took... Was that Ryder Ritchie? It is Ryder Ritchie. Second overall, we wouldn't be able to move up until the Carolina pick. Letourneau off the board. Badenka. And Swanson. Carolina, Anaheim, Ottawa. Can we please move up? Carolina says no. Anaheim. Not worth it, not worth it. That's probably worth it because Tampa's still going to be good in the sim. We'll take that. We'll move up to pick number 38 here. That is worth it to me. Shout out to Max. Max, we abandoned Salt Lake and ran with the Arizona Coyotes as a 33rd team expansion while moving the Coyotes that are in the game to Utah as the Utah Yetis. All right, so who do we have available to us here at this stage of the draft? Luke Misa, Will Felicio, Will Feliz Navidad, was apparently only 2 years out. Christian Humphreys was also 2 years out. Max Plant, 2 years out, so we can't really go wrong. Cole Badan, the Badan, 2 years out. Max Massey, Jet Luchanko. So most of these guys are 2 years out. It's just a matter of potentials. Alphonse Reich, potentially 2 years out. Tough to say. Tough to say. Anthony Cristoforo's there too. Luke Misa might be good, but again, I need defensemen. And for that reason, I'm going to go for Will Felicio. Will I be saying Felicio Navidad? He's okay. 66 medium 4. That's not bad. I imagine that's what the vast majority of these guys are. Ottawa, Philadelphia. Is there another trade that makes sense for us to move up again? Ottawa's Richie in a third, Gauthier in a third. That's not looking good. Philly. Felicio a third and a fourth. A second next year and a third next year. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I feel like we have more of a guarantee this year, and we kind of know that there are still some good picks available. Plant was a high 9. It's not the best, but that leaves room for us. I'm a little bit worried that it has Luke Misa as a confirmed 3 years out, but he might have a better potential. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Do we go for the big centerman, Cole Badan? Do we take Christian Humphreys? Yeah, Cole, why not? Why not? 68 high. That's not bad. That's not bad. A lot of teams are willing to move their second round picks right now. Utah, the Islanders, and Vegas. I have a hunch, though, that we are pretty much out of assets to be able to move up. New York Islanders and then Vegas. Yeah, I think we've pushed our luck as best we can. Our next pick after this is pick number 115, but I don't really see us being able to move up at all anymore. So, it's way in the middle of the fourth round, and Matt Virgilio's there. Does look pretty damn good. Daryl Ujanskis. Nathan Villeneuve as a center. Riley Patterson, Jeremy Leroux. I think, again, we'll take the defenseman. Virgilio's probably not that good, but we need defensemen. So, there's a medium 4. You know, that's actually a really good pick for the fourth round. It's only a 60 overall, but that's a really good pick. Just based off the potential. We have pick number 122 as well later in the fourth. That was easily the best player that we could have gotten. Ustikov. Or Ustinkov, if you prefer. Rupe Vestarinen, Petri Limpinen. A lot of goalies at this stage of the draft. There's also Justin Poirier. 4 years out. Gabriel Frasca. Hell of a lot of goalies at this stage of the draft. Jesus. Christian Kirsch is 6'5". It's either him or Poirier, or we go for another center and Gabriel Frasca. Let's just take the goalie who's huge. We'll go for Christian Kirsch, who is a medium starter at 65 overall. Not bad. We're actually turning this into a really good draft. Early 5th round, we have a couple of picks still. Tonight is not bad. Christopher Thibodeau is a center. 154 pounds, huh? Alexander Blay. Timo Tarki. We'll go for the center. Let's go for Chris Thibodeau. Why not? Medium 9. It's fine. It's a 5th round pick. And we actually still have a lot of these 5th round picks. I thought we traded away quite a few. Our scouts actually find anybody that could be a bit of a steal? Not really. It's all just best guess. Cool. Let's go for Alexander Blay. Why not? Medium bottom 6. That's why. Okay. That's unfortunate. Baron, Pelletier, Tarky, Safronov. Best guess territory here. 3 years out. So, Ron, the scouting is bad, but also, admittedly, I did not optimize the scouting for the first year, so it's okay. Even when you do optimize it, it often doesn't look that good. So, there's only so much of a defense the game can have. And yes, manual scouting is, it's just not worth the time sink. We'll go for the Finn, Ville Natanen, even though he played for Färjestad. He is terrible. I had a hunch, but you never know. Had he been good, we'll look so smart, even though I can't speak. This guy's name is Ingus, which is tremendous. That must be Bryce's younger brother. This guy is huge. Maxime Lapon. 18 years old and he's 6'5". He's huge. That's right. Unlike some teams, we'll take bigger players later. That is true. There's a name McGillney. It's Artem McGillney. Anybody else that's randomly large? Jesus Reese. Logan Crosby. I mean, hey, what's the worst you could do drafting a Crosby? That's about the worst you could do. It's tough to get worse than that. Thank you, Logan. 6th round. Who do we got? Not too worried about these picks, of course. Near confirmed starter, which isn't bad. Anybody else with a picture? Why not? Let's give somebody a chance. Calibang. Great name. Donovan McCoy. He's not huge, but could be worth it. Jacob Mathieu is also not gigantic. Donovan McCoy. Why not? That's why. Not great. Not great, but hey, it's the 6th round. 7th round. Do we have anybody else? Anybody else? Evan Canyon. Evan. Or Justin Gendron. We'll go for Evan Canyon. It doesn't even matter at this point. Or we take Ricardo Chipchura, Stanislav Pushkarev. It really doesn't matter, does it? Evan Canyon. Welcome aboard. You're also just dreadful, but all in all, I do think we did have a pretty good draft. We obviously traded up a couple of times, added quite a few people into the mix. This offseason is going to be interesting, though, because of some of the guys that we moved on from. Like, we have a lot of roster spots, especially on defense, to try to fill now.